Morocco. Just hearing the name makes you think of things, right? Smells of spices in busy markets, old cities shining in the sun, the huge Sahara Desert. It's a place of big differences. Tall mountains next to a giant desert, old ways of life mixed with new ones, and whispers of a colorful and exciting past on every corner. But Morocco is more than just a pretty place. This country has been a meeting point for different people and cultures for thousands of years. Its spot on the edge of Africa, looking across the water to Europe, has made it a place everyone wanted to control throughout history. Since the very beginning of human history, people have been moving through Morocco. Think about that. People and cultures have been coming and going through this land for longer than we can remember, each one leaving its mark on Morocco. This mix of cultures has made a unique and exciting society. The past isn't just something you read about in a book, it's all around you. It's in the music, the food, the buildings, even how people feel. A long time ago, before the Romans, before the Arabs, even before Islam, the Berbers lived in Morocco. These original people with their own culture and language are the heart of what it means to be Moroccan. They were here from the start, living in the tough mountains and deserts. Then came the Phoenicians, great sailors and traders. They saw how important Morocco's coast was and built trading posts. They brought their alphabet, their business smarts and their ideas. Think of Carthage, but smaller. And of course, we can't talk about ancient Morocco without talking about the Romans. They also loved Morocco's good farmland and important location. They left behind amazing ruins like Volubilis, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which shows how grand the Roman Empire was. These ancient civilizations all shaped Morocco in their own way, making it the interesting and complex country it is today. But the biggest change was yet to come, with a new religion that would change Morocco forever: Islam. The 600 AD was a big moment for Morocco because that's when Islam arrived. Arab armies moved across North Africa, bringing not just a new religion, but a new language, a new culture, and a new way of life. But this wasn't a hostile takeover. The Berbers, who had fought the Romans for centuries, welcomed Islam. They liked its message of equality and fairness and saw it as a way to unite. This mix of Arab and Berber cultures created powerful dynasties that ruled Morocco for a long time. First came the Idrisids, who started the first Arab kingdom in Morocco. They made Fez their capital, a city that became famous for learning and culture. Its old Medina still looks like a maze from its amazing past. Then came the Almoravids, a Berber dynasty from the Sahara, with strict rules about Islam and a desire to conquer new lands. They took over Morocco, pushing south into the Sahara and north into Al-Andalus, which is now Spain and Portugal. They built their empire with a strong army, religious passion, and a focus on Islamic learning. But it was the Almohads, another Berber dynasty, who brought a golden age to Morocco. They were great warriors, religious reformers, and they supported art and science. Morocco became a center of Islamic learning, bringing in smart people and artists from all over the Muslim world. They built beautiful mosques, libraries, and palaces that still amaze us today. The Almohad Empire eventually fell apart, but Morocco's story wasn't over. New dynasties came to power, each one leaving its mark. The Marinids, who loved education and the arts, built madrasas, which are Islamic schools and libraries, making Fez a major center of learning in the Islamic world. They also built beautiful Moorish buildings with fancy tile work, pretty arches, and peaceful courtyards. Then came the Sardians, who brought a time of military success to Morocco. They fought off invaders, expanded their empire into sub-Saharan Africa, and got very rich from trading gold, salt, and sadly slaves across the Sahara Desert. They also built fancy palaces, tombs, and gardens to show off their wealth and power. Each of these dynasties, with their own stories of ambition, faith, and artistic talent, added to Morocco's rich history. They left behind amazing buildings, a vibrant culture, and a strong sense of national identity. But the dynasty that would shape modern Morocco, the one that still rules today, hadn't arrived yet: the Alawites. The Alawite dynasty, who said they were descended from the Prophet Muhammad, came to power in the mid-1600s. They found a country divided by fighting and threatened by outsiders. European powers wanting more land and resources were moving into Moroccan territory, but the Alawites were tough. They strengthened their power, made European powers compete with each other, and fought hard against any attempts to take over Morocco. They knew it was important for Morocco to stay independent in a world controlled by European empires. One Alawite ruler, King Mohammed V, became a national hero. He led the country through the difficult time of French and Spanish colonialism and always believed in Moroccan independence. His strong leadership and belief in his people's right to freedom made him a symbol of Moroccan resistance. Finally, in 1956, Morocco became independent and Mohammed V came home from exile to lead his people. His son, Hassan II, continued his work, modernizing and reforming the country, while also dealing with political disagreements and economic problems. Today, King Mohammed VI, who became king in 1999, leads Morocco. He has continued his father's work of making things better, focusing on helping people, growing the economy, and making Morocco a connection between Africa and the rest of the world. Morocco today is a country that's changing, accepting modern ideas while keeping its traditions. It's a country of differences, where old Medinas are next to modern skyscrapers, where the call to prayer is heard along with the sounds of traffic and businesses. The journey through Moroccan history is a journey through time, showing how strong people can be and celebrating the power of culture and tradition. It's a story that's still being written, and one that will be interesting and inspiring for a long time to come.